We don't do that.
Little one, what are you doing? Is there a cat over there or what?
Crazy girl.
Crazy! Watch yourself with these cats. Her. Gracie. She has like the bag of whatever was in there.
Mia. Stop. Lie down. No.
Bro, come on. What did you do? Okay, that's how I break your leg. If I just roll it like that, your whole hip would have just.
Excuse you. No. No. Oh, the Gracie. Do you like your name? It's so tiny.
Alright, so we're gonna see.
What's the match today? I just realized.
I don't know what it was. If you're wondering how often you should feed a Bernedoodle, I'll answer that question in this post, but if you're in a hurry, the question will depend on the size dog as a puppy or full grown. My Bernedoodle is 18 months old and around 60 pounds. I feed her. She currently eats 1 cup 3 times a day and has maintained a healthy weight. We give her probably a little more than a cup. I'll show you.
Oh my god, there's cats everywhere. Ooh, look at it. Where are you trying to go?
I'm gonna turn off my sound.
The playoffs are back at Lambeau, and the temps, well, they're where you would expect them in the frigid rain. Just how the Cheeseheads like it here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Arizona Cardinals and the Green Bay Packers.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
For a chance to come back to this very stadium in 2 weeks' time, we are off and running in the NFC Championship. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. Throwing, Mariota. And Lewis has it, the tight end. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
On first down, Patterson. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 43-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Try and push the pile. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
I get the thought process. 3rd and short, give it to the fullback, let him bulldoze his way. But that means you're counting on your offensive line to win a line of scrimmage, aren't you?
Yeah, and there was just a mass of bodies there at the line. Looked like more defenders than offensive guys. Winds up losing yardage. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They run again with the fullback Burton. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
First down, Arizona.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They run with Patterson, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Linval Joseph.
The tackle made there by Linval Joseph.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll try to throw now. Mariota. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 34-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. On play action, Mariota rolling to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Now left side on the swing pass. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Again, it's Mariota. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, you said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They run. Devontae Freeman. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their 1st drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Now on 1st and goal, a chance to get a leg up in this NFC title game.
21.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That catch good for only a couple. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. No score after 1 on EA Sports. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Now Garoppolo lost the football, but it looked like a Packer. Yeah, a Packer was able to get this back, and they'll indeed keep possession. This has been a long drive. You know that defense, they were craving to get off the field. They were able to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
Yeah, and on the offensive side of the ledger, they were thinking about how do we punctuate this drive with 6, right? Making an exclamation point. Instead, you got to put a question mark next to this drive now after the fumble, even though they recovered it.
Garoppolo now on 3rd and goal. Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job.
I think that's a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal. So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome. It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves. A second down throw here for Mariota. He'll complete this one to Patterson. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
3rd down.
A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Throwing is Mariota. And that's complete to Lewis. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Mercedes Lewis.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They run the counter. It's Patterson, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mariota. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 28-yard line.
21.
Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And some room to maneuver. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Freeman, 28 yards. And the Packers add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit. But for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball, too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Second and 6.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. From the gun, Mariota. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's third.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Cardinals on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Mariota. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their start.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Dante Jackson picks it. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Patterson. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Packers.
2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 53. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now it's a bootleg with Mariota. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis.
Mariota's pass.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop. Mariota on the keeper. Third and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Running the jet sweep, Landry slipped one tackle but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mariota got a man. It's Patterson, complete. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it third down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
Play action now, Mariota. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Set to valve as the first half is winding down. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got...
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Tyrone Williams in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6.
Jason Sanders for the extra point.
On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at the big game, their big playability. They can strike from anywhere.
Jason Sanders.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Matt Bosher is set to kick off.
The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Ryan Glasgow, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Freeman, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. He'll buy some time right. He'll run it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
On
3rd down, Mariota. Got his target, Samuel. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Curtis Samuel, 59 yards. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score.
21.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and
on 2nd and 1. Garoppolo. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Garoppolo. Quick hitch, complete. It's Freeman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
13. Under 10. 10. Kill.
On 2nd down, Freeman. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
Now Garoppolo. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Myles Garrett able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked out and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Let's get off the field. Undercut.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Well, this has just been obviously a dreadful day for him throwing the football. Now 4 interceptions. This one leads to 6 points going the other direction. Tough.
Yeah, it is. And this feels old school to me because you never really took out your starting quarterback back in the good old days. No matter what was going on, he was your guy, and you rode him for better or for worse. In today's football, usually we've got a backup who's warmed up and is coming to the game. So you can see an old school approach here that's not really benefiting him at this point.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll run on first down. Patterson, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, was the one disrupting there defensively.
The 22-yard line.
Now on 2nd and 13, Mariota. And this one's incomplete. The veteran tight end Mercedes Lewis, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
1 play at a time. Here we go.
And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And it's up and good.
Makes the score. Packers 38. Cardinals 14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And a gain of 4 gets them right to the midfield stripe. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Mariota now from the 50. And he hits his target, the tight end Lewis. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
First down, Mariota. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
At the 40-yard line.
Mariota. He'll air this one out deep for... And this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Steven Sims Jr., 40 yards. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. Well, something about this team, you just felt like they were one of destiny all season long, and they made themselves today, as you can see, the class of the NFC.
Yeah, and it's starting to look more and more like a Super Bowl trip is very much in their future.
And the fans starting to book those tickets. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And you can bet that they are starting to sense it now. That George Halas trophy nearly theirs. Their spot as NFC champions oh so close as they try to finish this one off. Smith catches left side. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
Freeman again, a first down carry. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He's got his man, it's Williams. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. The Packers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that will go out of the back of the end zone. Way too much mustard. Not a good punt, and it will come out to the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Throwing again. Mariota on 2nd and 10. He'll air this one. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
A gain of
36 yards on the play.
First down, Arizona.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Mariota. And Lewis has it, the tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And a Cardinal first down.
From the red zone now, Mariota completes it left side to the tight end Lewis. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And 5 at the 12-yard line.
To the air again, Mariota. This will be caught at about the 5.
And the Cardinals are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Mercedes Lewis there to make the grab. And the Cardinals cut into that lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Up to the line, Mariota. His guys will go for 2 here. They'll throw again, Mariota. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, the 20.
Another day, another dollar, baby.
And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
26. Matt Bosher.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And the pieces have fallen into place to this point. They've got a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. A berth to the Super Bowl resting on their ability to see this one through to the end. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Play action. Garoppolo. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Buda Baker with a pick. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy, because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
Now it's a bootleg with Mariota. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown.
Arizona.
Set to Valve. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Is good.
And he'll bang that one through.
Score, Packers 40. Cardinals 33.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the pressure mounting with every passing minute. It's palpable right now. They're on top in the fourth quarter, clinging to that lead. A potential Super Bowl berth resting on their ability to manage the clock and manage that small lead. Now a good running play here to start the drive. That'll net them 14 yards as they pick up the first. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Here's Freeman. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Tackle made there by Buda Baker.
It's 2nd and
this, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Second and 11.
That's going to be a long day. That's going to be a 21. No.
Now Pirine. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the 1st down. Close it out.
The field goal would have been a pretty decent length, but I'm still kind of surprised they didn't kick it.
Yeah, I know, because you think you take the 3 there, trust him. But at the same time, if you can't pick up a few inches in this situation, you probably don't deserve to win the game anyway. Go get it, and they did.
Just show the stage and the glitz and the glamour and the confetti. You sometimes forget about those guys going home. It's got to be tough.
It's got to be beyond tough, because finding a way to steel yourself, make that resolve to come back and do it again, because it took a lot of work just to get to this point. It's going to be a difficult offseason for them. Let's see how they bounce back.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.